Hello, thank you. Thank you for joining my channel. Today we're talking about, call it retribution. This is going to really tick a few of y'all off, maybe in a lot of you. Because a lot of times when we have adversity in life, the first thing we ask ourselves is, why me? And I often say, why not you? Who else better than you? You say, man, why am I, I never cheated on my wife. Why am I being divorced? I was a good worker. Why am I getting laid off? Why am I being lied on? Why the ticket? Why did cop give me a ticket? I wasn't speeding. I say call it retribution. And what I mean by that is not that it's actually retribution, but think about the things that we've done in private. Think about the lies that we told that we didn't think we got, that we think we got away with. My grandma used to say, these are seeds. So if you plant good seeds, you're doing that by doing good deeds. And guess what? You planting bad seeds by doing bad deeds. How many times have we done that something that we knew we ain't had no business? Being in somebody's inbox that you ain't got no business. Whether it's whoever, somebody that's married. You know what I mean? You know if you should be in that inbox at all. You know if you should be making low-key hints, low-key flirtations. Think about the things that you did do, that you know you did, whether people can prove it or not. Think about the slickery. Think about the manipulation that you did. Think about it. I'm giving you some time because I know a lot of times we lie so much that we have to think about it. A lot of times we BS so much that we actually think that we 100% legit. But think about all the underhanded things that we've done, whether it's the stealing ink pens and office stuff from work, all the underhanded things that we did. Whatever it may be, call it retribution. Because if you do it like that, you're going to give yourself a different mindset. You're going to take yourself out of that victim mindset and go from, why me, to, you know what, who better than me? Okay, I'm going to weather this. I'm going to find the opportunity that's hidden inside of this adversity. So, I'm getting laid off. Okay, cool. It's time for me to scale up and skill up. So either I'm not going to go get another position where I'm making the same amount and may not even like that job. I'm going to go get a position that's more fitting where I'm going to make more money. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to upgrade. Or I'm going to use the opportunity to start my own business that I've been wanting to start in the first place. Getting divorced. You know what? This is a time for me to reevaluate myself. You know what? To me, to look at things differently. Yeah. Love my wife, my soon-to-be ex-wife, whatever. But guess what? Just like I fell in love with her, given the right time to heal, given the right circumstances, I'll be able to fall in love with someone else. This is a reboot. This is a chance. This is an adventure for me to reboot and restart my life and look at things totally different. Because the way you look at things is going to help the way you process them. And when you process them differently, you approach the solutions differently. When we get outside of our emotions, we start saying, okay, look. And y'all thinking, okay, well, you're looking at that lightweight stuff. I'm dealing with a chronic disease. I'm dealing with a terminal disease. No matter what the circumstance is, we got the power to look at it differently. There's some people, they find out that they got 3 months to live. And for some of them, they'll sit and they'll put the saddest face and they'll basically try to generate all kind of pity parties. And they'll just talk about, woe is me. Oh, poor me. I only got 90 days left. Come spend some time with your grandpa, with Paw. I'm about to, and then you have somebody else gonna say, look, you know what? Life, I ain't no chump. I ain't no sucker. I'm about to get it in. I got 90 days. I'm about to have as much fun. I'm going to go to comedy clubs, or I'm going to spend some quality time with my kids and my grandkids. I'm going to give them up all the good game that I can give them. I'm going to drop all the jewels of wisdom. I'm going to say, hey, look, Pop's going to be gone, but I just want you to know, look at the joy that y'all brought me. I just appreciate y'all as my kids. And I always try to tell my kids, I love them. I'm proud of them. Those are the kind of things that I would do. Or those are the kind of things that I think I would do, because I'm not in that situation. But I know when I got told I had type 2 diabetes and I was laying up in the hospital bed and my son came to see me, I felt like I got that news. I felt like this is life changing. This is it. Because I've worked in human and health services. I've worked as an STNA. I've seen people lose their sight, lose their limbs. And I just remember my son looking at me like, and that's when I got up. And that's when I said, you know what? I got to fight. I got to act like this is a bully trying to take my lunch money. I got to fight. I can't lay back on my back and just let life punk me and push me around and chump me. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Sometimes you got to, if you've got that street residue and you come from that, you use that, you shift that sense of streetness, that sense of grittiness. But instead of taking it out on other people, on other gangbangers or whatever, you take it out on life. You say, look, life, you not gonna punk me. You not gonna push me around. You might knock me down, but guess what? I'm gonna get up. You might bust my nose, but guess what? I'm still gonna get up. You might bust and crack my ribs, but guess what? I'm still gonna get up. And I'm still gonna leave a legacy of decency. I'm still gonna be standing. Even when I'm gone, my memory gonna stand. My words, my message gonna stand. So that's why I say call it retribution. So when life give you that curveball you didn't see coming, and it sucker punch you and hit you right smack dab in the middle of your stomach and knock all the oxygen out of you and leave you reeling, circling around, call it retribution. Say, okay, I had that coming, but guess what? I'm coming back. You knock me down 1,000 times, I'm going to get up 1,001. You knock me down 80,000 times, I'm getting up 80,001. I'm going to get up. I'm going to come up. I'm going to use this setback as a setup for something phenomenal. And that mindset will help you change the way you look at things. You will stop having that why me, that victim mentality. And you'll say, you know what? I'm a victor. I'm going to win. Yeah, you got the best of me. You got that sucker punch off. You got that shove off. You got that. I give you that. But I'm coming back. Because when you stick me, I'm not going to stay stuck. Because I got a mindset of a leader. I got a mindset of somebody who wants it. Somebody that's willing to do whatever I got to do. If I got to get up and stay up. If I got to work harder. If I got to grind like I've never grind before. That's what I'm going to do. That's been my life. I remember my car broke down. Couldn't find jobs. You know, had a master's degree. Felonies was, I did doors, slam, left, right. Nothing was happening, man. I'm working at factories, miserable, making $8, $9, standing on my feet. I'm over 300 pounds, back hurting, feet hurting, miserable. I said, you know what? I got to fight. I got to go for it. So I called my one homeboy in Arizona. End up going down there. End up flying down there. Guess what? More of the same. Things still not working. Didn't pan out. So next thing you know, I end up going up to Montana. Go up to Montana. By this time, it's the winter. And some of the winters in Montana get mighty cold. So guess what? I finally get a job, decent job, no car. Temperatures is literally, not exaggerating, -13, -17, -6. So who gotta walk their fat butt to work? Me. And guess who was there before everybody else? Me. And guess who stayed later than everybody else? Me. And guess who refused to make any excuse? Me. So I was there 6 months. I remember when I came, they were saying, hey, look, it's going to take at least 2 years for you to really get this system down. Within 6 months, I was promoted to a supervisor. Why? Because I wasn't going to let nobody outwill me. I wasn't going to let nobody out-determine me. I didn't care about how smart they was. I didn't care about how long they had been there. I don't care what they've been doing, what they've been saying. So you have to be willing to take a victor mindset. If you want to be a volunteer victim, you got plenty of company. It's going to be many people say, hey, come over here. Come join our calls for this. Come over here and beg and whine and march and protest with us. Not to say that it's not a time to protest. There is a time to protest. There is a time to march. But the biggest time to march is right now. You have to march in your favor. You have to march for your life. You have to march for what you want. So either you can continue to play it like a victim and say, man, life, you chumped me. You took my lunch money. You shoved me down. You got your foot on my neck. You got the best of me. I'm going to lay around. Ain't nothing I can do. I'm all but dead. Because it's a lot of walking dead around here. It's a lot of people who act like they can't think. They act like they can't do. They act like the walking dead. They just march around, chomping down on whatever. You have to ask yourself, am I part of the walking dead? Or am I just simply going to call it retribution? Okay, call it retribution. You right. You got it all. I done did some wrongs. I've been imperfect. I made mistakes. So when life hand me a crappy hand, I'm going to take it and turn it around. I'm going to change the way I look at it. And once you change the way you look at it, then you can actually have a better chance of changing the outcome. Well, that's my time for today. Thank you for joining me on my inward journey. And in the meantime, persist, believe, and achieve.